Tobias Harris, that's
He
uncalled for, man.
cannot be your wing
True.
small forward though, man.
Man, Tobias Harris hate
He
is
the Doc
uncalled
Rivers
for.
of the NBA.
Yeah, yeah, he is.
Doc
He
Rivers
Yeah.
is so overrated. He did not deserve to be in the top 10 best coaches of all time.
Isn't he in the Hall of
That's
Fame?
top 10.
Top 10 best coaches of all time.
Who made that list?
It was written on by like
Bleacher?
I don't know if it was Bleacher or not, but
ESPN?
it's
One of
out
them
there.
Dusties.
I
That's
mean,
bogus.
that being said,
Go on. Sorry. That's bogus.
welcome to Everybody Has a Mic podcast, episode 29, season 2, people, on the road to 100. It's your boy, Mr. S.B. That what was good? Okay, cool. It's your boy, Mr. via Instagram, as well as LXB Galleries. I say it all the time, and I mean what I say. Art is life. Living your dopeness. Continue to vibe. Surround yourself with good energy and good people. I'm going to pass it over to my guy, JT Malone. Let's get it rocking.
Going on, everybody? It's your boy, JT Malone, a.k.a. East Coast Legend. You can follow me on Instagram at freaknasty_ECL. If you don't know about me, I may have already conquered your soul, people. Just what I do. Mo Money, what you got for him?
What's going on, everybody? My name is Mo. Happy to be here with my brothers on this illustrious midweek day. Motivate You One on Instagram. Motivate You on TikTok. Again, happy to be here with my brothers, and I'm still can't get over that Doc Rivers top 10 coach of all time.
Doc
Is
Rivers,
crazy.
That's
Because
crazy.
it's just I'm just going through my brain right now of all the great coaches that we've ever seen.
So many great coaches.
You know what
And
I
I'm not
mean?
trying to, not throwing no
Nah,
shade. towards Doc
we're
Rivers.
not dimming his
No.
light.
He's a Knick. Shouts out to my New York Knicks, by the way.
No,
Just
he
throwing
can
it out
play.
there.
Hold on, Doc Rivers could
Yeah,
play
Doc Rivers could play, you know what I mean?
Yes.
basketball.
Yeah, he could play. He was able to play. And he had that, couple great years in Boston, as a great coach. People tend to forget that he was the coach of Tracy McGrady in those Magic days.
3-1.
To his point,
Did it twice.
they didn't have Grant Hill, but it's sitting a
Got
bad.
you, man. Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
McGrady was the number one scorer. He was the leading scorer.
He was something else. He was. I
Yeah,
love
that's
T
the
Mac.
Warren
Let me
Championship.
tell y'all something
Yeah.
how nice T-Mac
But that
was.
team was trash, though. They didn't do much.
No,
They
that
have
team.
around him. It was
They had
him,
Daryl
Grant Hill.
Armstrong, Ben
Daryl
Wallace. Ben Wallace
No, they
before
did
Ben
have
Wallace was
Ben
there.
Wallace.
Yeah, before Ben
Was
Wallace was
Sean
him.
Kemp on that team too?
I think he was.
Did Sean Kemp
Yeah.
in his career there?
I think the plus
Yes, I
size
think
Sean
so.
Kemp was.
Yeah,
The
that's
plus
Sean
size
Kemp
model.
was the same. He couldn't even dunk back then like
No,
that.
but once he
couldn't
got to the
dunk, but
Cavs,
he
he
was
got
still
plus
giving you
size.
16.
Yeah, he
He was
was.
still giving you
He
16
was.
to 10.
He definitely had the energy.
I mean, even
Yeah,
if
he
you
had the
look at
energy, just couldn't get up.
Kemp was a beast. Kemp was
Nah,
a
he
beast.
couldn't.
Couldn't get up over the
after he
high
went to
flying.
left Seattle.
He used to have the leg up. That was crazy.
Yeah,
Pause.
he
They
was
used to
nice.
have this-
I had a
Pose on
bunch
the
of
people.
Sean Kemp
I
sneakers.
did it. Yeah, pause on the people. But again, shouts out to my New York Knickerbockers, man. Hopefully we clean up house tomorrow.
Shouts out for what? Y'all still in the first round?
Hey man, we still playing tough. Playing tough.
playing tough?
People thought we
Up
was
3-2?
out of there. You know?
You
I
thought you
thought
was
we
out of
was
there
out of
too,
there.
you bum
Who-
cats.
I thought we was out
Who
of there. I
thought we was
did.
out of there? I never said that it was over.
You
I did.
I just
panic.
said it was playing as tough.
I did.
See,
I did.
that's crazy. We ain't gonna
It's
talk
hard
about
to.
that.
The Knicks is like the Knicks are a cruel mistress.
The Knicks
Come
is,
on now.
it's a very, very tough
Yeah,
place to be.
It's like
as
an
a fan.
abusive relationship.
It
You
is.
get your
It
hopes
is.
up, and they stomp you out
I think
every
the
fucking
problem is
season
though the
since the
fans
70s.
overhype they
Every
overhype
year.
them. Like
every
they
year.
like believe that they're supposed to be
Are
in
we
the
not
finals.
supposed to believe that our team isn't going to be great? Well, what are we talking about here?
No, we
No,
had some
Steve,
bad
you're not
teams that
supposed to
people
believe
hype.
your team's supposed to be great.
We always got to hype our squad regardless if we getting
For
scraped.
what? You're mediocre. Yeah, I've been for years. When the last time you've been in the finals? You got to be realistic. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be
Last
in the
time we was in the
fantasy
finals
land.
was against Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan,
Yes, it was.
1999.
Grandma Mo.
99. That's
Can't
right.
hate. Can't hate.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
LJ.
a big shot.
It's a short
That was a
season.
big
4-point
shot.
play.
It was
My
amazing.
man, LJ.
Big
It was a
shot.
good time, man. It was a good time, LJ.
But the
Hey,
beard,
what's the
the
name?
beard
Caught
was
him,
crazy.
caught him at the end. He was a lethal shooter, but he wasn't the
Man, if you
LJ
had him when he
past.
was
That
back,
back,
No,
that
if you
back
had him when
injury
his
was crazy. Back injury was
back
crazy.
was crazy. Wasn't he was a liability on defense too, right?
yeah, it was.
He couldn't move.
He couldn't
Yeah, he
move
couldn't move.
anymore.
Yeah.
Young, LJ was,
But
Grandma
he
Ma
was
was a beast.
but he was so smart. he could
Yeah, he was
handle
good.
you in the court. He was
That's
so
one of the
smart.
most
That's what it was.
underrated scenarios about basketball, like basketball players. When their IQ is high, they can contribute so much more to the game
Mhm.
than just,
Just the
dunking
points.
on cats or playing
Yeah.
halfway decent defense. But when they're able to read the game, man, that's a
Yeah,
basketball player for real.
that it really is, and that's what extended his years, really,
Yeah, it
because he
did.
was such
And
a
plus, he
genius.
became a knockdown shooter.
No,
When
he
you
was
Yep.
become a
no joke.
shooter, that
He
that
was
opens
no
everything
joke.
up for you. Yeah, man.
Mhm.
I
All
mean,
love for LJ.
stretching the floor. Oh,
I
LJ.
remember
Sure.
yelling at the TV, being like, "How are you leaving Larry Johnson open? What are you doing? It's still Larry Johnson." I would, it didn't make no
Yo,
sense to
I
me that
remember
they would be
saying
leaving him
that.
open.
Yeah, he's still Larry Johnson, dog. Don't you
Yeah,
dare talk about Grandma.
he can't dunk no more. He can't dunk no more. Knocking them shots down.
You know, I just saw
Most of the
something.
great dunkers become great shooters.
I saw when Penny was over on Penny
Took a
Hardaway was
blade.
over on Phoenix Suns, when he was over there on Phoenix Suns. It was him, J
Yes.
Kidd.
He
You
was
remember
still
him and
playing
J
good
Kidd?
basketball. He was still
Yeah,
playing good
he came
basketball.
back.
That's
He
right
came
before he
back.
came to New York. He came back
Yeah.
to from there, he went to New York. And
He
then the
went too
remainder amount of
early.
his
Yeah,
career.
his that
Yeah.
he
New
came back
York,
too
we
early on
always
the
get
injury.
We get
and
the
that's the
best.
thing too
We get
about being in there. We
the
get the
leftover
ghost of the
greats.
best.
Yep, we get
We
the
get the
leftover
shells of
greats,
the
bro.
best.
If
Yeah,
y'all
yeah.
see how Penny was giving it pause to Kobe, it was crazy. And that was 75% Penny handling him on
The Knicks had
Phoenix.
a problem with management when the Spurs won a championship and Malik Rose was their like leading rebounder, and the Knicks paid this man like $20 million a year. I was
I
like, "What the fuck
remember.
are we doing?
I remember
What the
Malik
fuck are we doing?"
Rose.
This nigga was the seventh option on offense, and he came over here. He just got a check. That's
I
when I
remember.
Steve. Come on, they just that's what I mean. Like that's what it's an
Yo,
abusive
I
relationship.
remember Malik Rose. I remember that.
And
We got
yo,
all
shout
that
out to Malik
money. We got
Williams.
all that money and we
Yeah,
feed it
shout
into
out.
the wrong scenarios.
The
So
problem
It's
was
because of
the
people like
problem
you
messed
and
you
me,
up.
Steve. Because we buy all the merch and they get all this money, and they still can't give us a ring. I
we'll
just had
see
a
it in our
Knicks
lifetime.
sweatshirt on
We'll
before
see
the
it in our
show.
lifetime. See, the problem is the world can't handle the New York Knicks being champions. Even if it
The city's
happens
gonna
one
burn.
time. If it
The
happens
city's
one
gonna
time in our
burn.
lifetime, the world is going to be in trouble
They're
if
gonna
the
have to
Knicks
Why?
put the
win the
National
championship.
Why?
Guard
Because y'all
in.
are that delusional. Y'all have
No,
what are you gonna do?
we
Act a
just
They're
fool?
gonna
deserve
flood
it,
the
man.
subways,
You don't
You
deserve.
drown a
You
know,
don't.
bunch of
What you
homeless
deserve?
people.
What you deserve? What? Walt Clyde Frazier's
you
We
gone.
know
deserve
that
we
those
deserve
New
a
York
good
Knicks
team.
Shout out to Walt
basketball
Clyde.
teams that won championships were considered the overall best basketball championship teams of all time.
Steve, can I ask you a question? Were we alive?
That's the sad part.
We
I've
didn't
seen
make it,
Clyde
dog.
Frazier
We didn't
walking down
make
the
it.
street.
We didn't make it. Well,
Mm,
shout out to
shit.
Walt Clyde Frazier.
Yep.
Smoothest dude out. Smoothest dude out.
Yeah.
I'm
He
Smooth.
with it.
dressed something like a pimp. He might be.
I
He might be.
wouldn't be mad at him,
He
man.
might
He was
be.
out there killing him in New York back in them days.
I
But
went
yeah,
to his. He got a nice house in Barbados too. His woman. His woman. I'm sat next to his woman. One of his lady friend years back, and she, was talking. She's like, you ever need to go to Barbados? Gave him the number and stuff. And was like, because he there's the rentals out.
Oh,
The
okay.
whole. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's what's up.
She was really cool. Yeah, that was years ago, but yeah, really cool. But yeah, go ahead, Steve. What you got, brother?
No. I was talking to one of my coworkers, man. He asked me, he was like, "Yo, bring this up on your pod." Shouts out to my guy Big Will G. He asked me, and this has something to do with the Mike Jack movie, right? He said,
Okay.
"Does people's personas and like what it is, their fame, does it sometimes? Well, does it? Not does it, but when is it?" Or why is it okay that some people get their fame and stuff glorified and then the stuff that they're accused of or they've done doesn't necessarily get the notoriety and the show the same way depending
Who
upon the
told you
people?
to ask this question?
Huh?
Say that one more time.
Who is this? I'm sorry, Mo,
No, no,
but
no,
who
no,
is
no,
this
no, no, no. You're
who
taking it. You're
told you to
taking it
ask
the
this
wrong way. You're
question?
taking it the wrong way.
Because well, no, because this is the simple answer. Go repeat the question because I got a simple answer.
What he mentioned to me was you got people like Chris Benoit, right? Chris Benoit was a phenomenal wrestler, phenomenal wrestler, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. And that's how he brought it to me, because originally he said what he said. And I was about to say what you was about to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
okay, yeah,
come
that's
on,
all
dog.
good.
Yeah. But he brought it to a
Right.
different level. He said Chris Benoit. He was like, Chris Benoit was a phenomenal wrestler. And yeah, what he did was absolutely heinous. And I'm not saying that he should be celebrated. That's not what I'm saying, people. But what I am saying is that, that dark side of whatever it was that he did, trumped any of the light that he had. And it's like a pick and choose scenario when some people decide to choose that. Like, all right, Elvis and what he's done. What's the dude? Is it Jimmy Lewis? Goodness gracious, Great Balls of Fire. Is that the
What did
guy?
he do?
He was with his underage cousin too.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
Harry.
what.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
It's
yeah, you know what I'm
it was
saying?
the children.
Jerry Lewis,
Yeah.
one of the two, but
Jerry
It was
Lewis,
the
I
yeah,
think.
children.
Jerry Lewis.
Great
So,
balls of fire,
Fucking
dude.
Woody Allen married his own freak. He raised his own wife.
and that's what he's saying. He said, he didn't think that it was necessarily a bad thing that Mike ended up doing what he did, because you already know we was going to go out and support, but he brought up the fact that it's a double-sided coin. How do you feel about that?
I can't feel any way about it because in the law, he was not found guilty. So
Exactly.
he didn't do anything. So when you have a whole bunch of, okay, listen, follow the money in anything. Follow who has the most money in any genre. Music. Who are the people that have the most money in the music industry?
It's going to be the executives,
The executives who?
as far as the people that own the
They're not black people.
ho.
Now let's go into the media. Let's go into the Viacoms. Let's go into all these different. I can go to each and every one and we could break down the different media companies. Who is the majority stockholders of these
These
media
entities,
companies?
these beating, exactly what you said.
He ain't told us who they were.
And they banned him. And then
And
they
and
proved
and,
his point. Year after year after year, they prove his point.
and at the end of the day, Kanye said who they were, the majority. I'm just going off who are the majority owners of these entities, right? And from there, follow the money trail. Now, let's go back to the 90s. Let's bring our brains back to the 90s because we were kids. We were really young. And all these different things were being said about Michael Jackson in the media. Who owns it?
Exactly. The
Now,
same
we
people
have
he was that was trying to bankrupt him, and the same people he was suing. He
now
told
we
you
have
who the devil.
Sony Music.
Yes. He owned half of he
Yeah.
That's the problem. You're
that
going to
was the
have a
he had too
problem.
much control.
You can't listen. We can't sit there and make up. See, this is the problem with believing media so much. When you
Mhm.
have so much of a ownership stake in it, people don't follow the money trails. They just believe what
No.
they want to hear. They don't follow the money trails. If you go through everything I'm saying, that why are you going to bring up this people in black and all? Nah, you follow the money
Money.
trails and the owner trails, and that's who they tell you, and they tell you what to do in that company, and you better do it or you out of there. And some other Negro could be bouncing around
Exactly.
doing it
Yeah.
and saying all this different slander about you.
Mhm.
So, who was controlling Oprah's pockets when she was out there trying to do those interviews with Michael Jackson, was mad that she didn't get the other interview with him and then started smearing his name. Guys, I think after the Epstein files, after we seen these Epstein files and they're hidden from us, who has the majority power and why is it being hidden?
Mm.
Who unalived Michael Jackson?
Yeah, his own doctor. Who got a
Who
payment
paid
from
the doctor?
somebody. That's what I'm saying. Who got a payment from somebody and they never went after the person who paid him.
Who were the first people around there that were on the scene? Allegedly Corey Gamble, which allegedly Corey Gamble is with the Kardashian woman. Start following the money trails, man. This is not like it really starts. I think to answer your question, sorry to get on a tangent about it. To answer his question is, I don't think people want to really know the reality. They want to know what makes them feel good about a situation. But when you start layering it down and breaking it down and realizing there's more forces involved with certain things, I don't think people can handle it. I don't think
It's
people
the
really can
cave
handle what
allegory.
the Epstein files really are.
It's the cave allegory.
That's a fact.
I don't
Look
think
at
people
it.
can handle it.
People rather see the shadow than turn around and look and see what's really going on behind them. They never look into a cave, and look at the shadows dancing on the wall, and turn around and say, "Oh, they're not dancing on the wall. They beating the shit out of people back here. It just look like dancing to me."
Let's use
Like,
another analogy because you have New York Knicks gear on, right? So Jalen Brunson did not take $100 million, didn't take his extra $100 million he could have took and gave it to his boy from the, Villanova,
Hart
the
or
skinny one.
Malik.
No, yeah,
Yeah, Malik. That was his name, Steve. Shooting Malik, Mikal Bridges.
Bridges,
Hell,
Mikal Bridges,
Mikal Bridges.
right?
Bridges, yeah.
Bridges,
Might have been a
right?
waste of.
Well, regardless, the point is, everybody's looks at the money, the $200 million they're making, the $100 million that they're making, that we are making, the athlete makes, the musician makes.
Teams.
They're not looking at who's
Who owns
the
the
owners are
teams?
and how much they're making, how much
Who
they're
owns
putting
the
out.
teams?
People don't go in the background and look at the executives and the minority share owners, how much they make. But we talk
Yes.
about the money that the people that we can see make. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, definitely,
That's
definitely.
that's how the best analogy I can use to try to like make, even that out, because I don't think people only want to see here. They don't want to pull back. They don't want to read the book.
People don't like the past. People don't
Mm.
like to put the past. They don't like to follow the money. I mean, I remember when I followed the money on something a few years ago. When I looked into, like, they won't censor me for saying this because of who it's about. I looked into Black Lives Matter, and I
Yeah,
went
they like talking about
to
that. Yeah.
who was funding it. And once I seen that, I was like, "Oh, this ain't even ours.
Hmm.
This ain't even ours." And that's why I had some money I was about to donate. I said, "I'm gonna keep my black ass money in my black ass pocket." Like, and I seen it before the scandal came out, before they was talking about the Sean King and his house and the founder with her $8 million house. Before all of that, I seen it. And so when the stories start coming out about them and whatever, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, um, I saw that coming." But the person who was behind that, I mean, he's a big dog, and he's one of the people who's the names you cannot say. He who must remain unknown.
That's the point. That's the point. And they don't want you to talk about the people in the shadows that own these entities. For some reason, they are not to be mentioned, but at the same time, you've got you've got people, the media or some people saying, so let's use this for example. This has to do with what you're talking about.
Yes, prime example. Fans love it. Media said it was garbage.
Critics score critics score 98%, audience 26%. Neverland. That's the
Yeah, Leaving
Leaving
Neverland, that
Neverland,
documentary.
that mess. And then
I
you got,
refuse to watch it.
I ain't watching that dumb ish.
Yeah.
And then you got 38% critics score on the Michael movie and 97% on the audience score,
I ain't heard one person say it was a bad movie, but I
Yeah.
heard the critics say it's a bad movie.
because they wanted the dusty. See, they
Yeah.
wanted the dust. See, they wanted the dust and the scandal. They wanted all that. They wanted all that bad. They want to slander, and they didn't keep the same energy with Elvis movie. They didn't do it. You see, that's the problem in the underlying. People can say what they want to say, but they can see what they want to see. They don't want. They want to be Stevie Wonder when they want to be Stevie Wonder,
Hmm.
and that's the issue. And that's the problem with. I was going to say the country, but I'm going to say with people. They want to see what they want to see, and when the truth comes, and they'll never apologize, especially when they get caught in the wrong. Like it was wrong journalism. They said something wrong. I've never seen people come back and retract and was like, yo,
I'm
I
sorry.
was wrong on
No,
this
they don't do that.
They
at
don't retract.
all.
You know
No, they
what? I
never
went to see
retract.
the
And
movie on Sunday. It was a
I
dope
wasn't. I
experience
haven't
with
seen it
with
yet.
with my son and my mom. You know what I'm saying? It was a vibe, and I thought it was a good movie. You know, truth of the matter is, I'm not gonna lie, keep it 100. I didn't wanna go see the movie. It wasn't a scenario where I was like, "Yo, I gotta go see this Michael Jackson movie." And that's only because I knew that it wasn't going to be what it should have been due to the fact of people not being in it, certain things not being stories not being told, Janet's not standing by it. Um, but it was a good movie. I learned about the dude Bill Bray. He's a really good guy, man. He was Mike's bodyguard. Pretty much raised him. So when he was a kid, he was in all of Mike's like short films and all this other stuff like that. I learned a lot about that, which was pretty cool. Sitting next to my son, listening to him, you know, sing all the songs. My mom had the chance to be a part of it. It was a vibe, man. Dollar went, he took his son, and Dollar had something happen to him that he never knew. But he said, "Yo, man, I didn't know how big of a star Michael Jackson was." And I was like, "Yeah, man, you can't compare
I'm
Michael
sorry, Dollar,
Jackson."
this is why you'll never be a guest on the pod because of shit like that. I'm sorry, sir. Oh,
He
you my
said,
man.
"Yo," we also said that, he was sheltered. He didn't get a chance to listen to a lot of music back in the day. But he said that,
Understood.
he found out that Mike was throughout watching this movie and seeing his son in there dance. He had a video dancing with some elderly lady that was having a good time in the movie theater because Mike was getting busy. It was a movement. It was something that I felt, is like nothing you'll ever see before because you had to be there to fully embrace how dope of a movement it was. I loved it, man. And I loved the fact that I was able to create a really dope moment for my son and my mom. So yeah, it was fire. I urge you to go check it. You and everyone else,
So, yep.
definitely.
So, yeah, and
Uh-huh.
my take on it, like Money was saying, is all who controls the narrative at the end of the day. People are lazy, people not smart. They just want the same repetitive every day. And, you break the norm, it's a problem. Chris Benoit is a good example, though, of somebody who they don't talk about anymore. But, I
There's
can't
a
say there's
bunch.
wrestlers who've done worse. I don't know of any who've done what he did. But at the same time, it's like there's a whole era of the WWE that was pretty good when he was there doing his thing and when he had
WCW
his
too.
championship run.
WCW.
WCW too, exactly. So we miss out you miss out on a whole lot because he's been erased from, wrestling history. And it's almost like it's easy for some people to say I can separate art from the person because I can. I'm not gonna lie. The Kel song comes on my freaking shuffle on my phone or my Apple Music, I rock it. Toya Toyin comes on, it gets turned up. Like I'm not gonna hold you. But Chris Benoit had some of the greatest wrestling matches of all time. And I'd
Absolutely.
like to be able to go back and watch those sometime. I'm not gonna lie, as a wrestling fan, I'd like to see it. I don't condone anything he did with his family. I think it was gross what he did, and he probably had terrible brain injury because of his finishing move. He was
Yeah.
Yeah,
constantly
that
hitting
move
his
was
head,
crazy.
and that's why he went to the
Yeah, it
crippler
was.
more towards the end of his career. But you gotta sometimes you gotta be able to separate the two. I personally feel we have blatant racists that have made music, like we talked about
Mhm.
Elvis,
Valkyrie.
and people still rock with him.
Mhm.
We still celebrate Ty Cobb, who beat the black shoe shine boy within an inch of his life because I don't even remember why. Just because he felt like it, because it was a fucking Tuesday. He beat the shit out that kid. And the other people were all the people were like, bro, what are you doing? Like, that's freaking Johnny. Like, Johnny's always here. You beat the shit out of Johnny for? We celebrate him. So it's like we pick and choose who we want to celebrate around this place, world, especially this country. And you know what? And I got why Chris Benoit's not celebrated the way he's Canadian, sir. If he was an American, they would have overlooked it. He's Canadian, so they get to pull that foreigner shit. Crazy immigrants, you know what they like to do.
Great.
If he was born in Arkansas or Kentucky, man, they would have looked the other way. You know how many women allegedly said Jerry Lawler was inappropriate with them?
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
And he was on TV for like 25 years. It would never phased him.
I mean, even the stuff he was saying was crazy, though. He used to be
He
saying
would say the
crazy
wild
stuff.
shit.
He
He
used
would
to
say
say
the
the
wild
craziest stuff. Quick too, real
shit.
fast.
Yeah.
You had to catch it.
hmm You say wild stuff. So yeah, I mean, it all depends, man. I think if Chris Benoit was like I said, a good old boy, they'd be like, he's the greatest wrestler. He had brain damage. He didn't do that because of anything besides that. He was a troubled, tortured soul. They'd rationalize it. We'd be able to get the Canadian Crippler t-shirt still, Rabbit Wolverine t-shirts. We'd be able to buy all of it still. Steve, we can't hear you. Steve, you
Yeah, we
muted.
can't hear you, dog.
Everybody got a mic except for Steve. Hit the rainbow. Hit the rainbow. He can't even defend himself now.
Back.
Oh, there he is.
That was horrible. Anyway, yeah, man, the German suplexes, man. Shouts out to the real wrestlers, man. Oh, somebody out there wilding for the night.
Have y'all seen these videos? Have y'all seen these?
Shut your ass down.
Yeah, please. Let me watch my movie, man.
Somebody else got up there? This is ridiculous.
See him? Look. Look at him.
It's Mike, man. Can't say anything about it, man. The dude was a movement.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd be mad. Movies cost
I
too
would
much.
be too. I don't think that was the movie, though. I think that might
Okay.
have been like the video, but still, I would have been.
Listen, I would have said, you don't sit your $5 ass down.
Yeah, exactly. I come here to watch you dance around, bro.
Yo, but the problem, y'all, it's all over. It's not just one. See, just the thing is, these people, y'all, this is the main character syndrome. Like, this is like, like you are not all of the program.
Oh my God.
Look at it. Why is
these cats been waiting their whole life for this?
Ah, man.
This is too
You know what
much.
my hot take is? It's gonna stir some stuff up.
Get it, because this is too much.
I think Off the Wall is a better album than Thriller.
I love Off the Wall. That's my
Off
favorite.
the Wall is my. That ain't no hot take, dog. It is what it is.
That's my hot take.
Off the Wall, cover to cover,
can't help
is
it.
better.
You know?
It can't help it.
It's a better. You know.
Isn't it 9 to 5 off the shelf? Isn't it 9 to 5 off the shelf?
Wall? You know,
Off the Wall is that.
Even Off the Wall was.
Off the Wall, yeah.
Need that 9 to 5 up on the shelf. You know,
Off the Wall album was crazy.
9 to 5. Yo, at the end,
yeah.
The ad-libs is crazy. And, you know, after watching that movie, I didn't have the understanding of the fact that, you know, he had to do that on his off time because his dad didn't give him the opportunity to
that was
put all of his energy into it.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Thriller got 100% of his attention, but, you know, Off the Wall was on the late night when you get a chance to do it. And then on top of that,
he was hanging out. Did they show he was hanging out at Studio 54 in the movie?
Nope, they didn't show any of that.
That's where he got the vibe for Off the Wall. He was hanging out in the discos in New York.
Man.
He seen motherfuckers wanted to dance.
Get on the floor.
That's where, yes.
Justin, you're right. They had that footage. They filmed it and they had to take it out.
Yeah, he was about
somebody didn't want to be seen.
Yeah,
somebody didn't want to be seen.
He was out there. He was
Diana Ross allegedly was like, no, because she was gonna look like the petty,
the cokey.
She won't look like the child graper.
Yep, she groomed him something nasty. That's supposedly that's what they say. But Mike ended up wanting to marry her and all types of stuff, man.
Yeah, that's what grooming do to you.
Yeah,
Dirty Diana.
Dirty Diana is right.
Diana.
But I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna put that into the atmosphere. Off the Wall is a better album than Thriller. If you don't like that, go somewhere with it.
I mean, we can go down for song for song.
I don't even know all the songs on Thriller. And you can say I'm not a Mike Jack fan, but that's because Off the Wall was, what is it, 10, 12 songs? All fire.
Fire.
I mean, so was Thriller, though.
Thriller was fire.
No, nobody said Thriller wasn't.
PYT, you know, like.
Oh, PYT is crazy.
He had some heat on there.
He was on Thriller?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
PYT was on Thriller.
I'm gonna get the Thriller stuff right now.
Yeah. He also had
That makes me.
Yeah, track list. Here it is. Yep. I want to be starting something. No, let me see. Okay, there it is. Billie Jean, crazy.
Jeans, another one up there.
TYT was on Thriller.
Yeah.
Yeah,
TYT, Be Mine is a sleeper.
The
Be Mine
Girl
is a
Is
sleeper
Mine.
for me.
Mm.
The Girl Is Mine is
This
tough
is this
too.
is one A one B.
He used that to get the
I know, I'm with you,
Yeah,
but I
this
feel
is
like
one
it
A
was
one
the
B type shit.
transition, man. The
Yeah,
transition from a certain mic to another mic, but I feel like,
yeah.
that Off the Wall was
off
was
the
was
wall.
authentic Michael Jackson getting away from his family and his
Girlfriend,
brothers and doing his thing, huh?
Yeah.
girlfriend, fire.
Yeah.
Girlfriend was fire too.
He got the DJ track on the joint. Yeah, Mike was it was a time. Studio
You got me
54 energy.
working day and night.
Yeah, that was
That was the
Got me
mean
fire,
dance
working,
track.
working day and night.
Yeah.
man.
You could
You
Yeah,
get
know,
to
Michael.
Michael's song dancing,
Michael has to
you're a
verse
problem on the dance
himself.
floor.
Oh yeah.
That's a 5 minute song,
What'd you
nonstop
say,
work.
Bo?
It's like Mike Jackson has to verses himself.
I
Yeah,
It's
mean, you could do
crazy.
that.
yeah.
You could
He
do
has
that
to have the
with
verses
his
against
with
himself.
And another thing with the dancers too, I will say that you got to be something real special to be gone for like 2 to 3 decades. To be going that long for people to be out here breaking their necks out here, running down on the stage to dance at your movie.
you
You
know,
something different. You
Yeah,
something
he wasn't
different.
dancing for no
couple
Elvis
years
movie.
ago, couple years ago, people were saying that comparing, not even like more within the last year or two, they were comparing Chris Brown to Mike Jack.
He closest we got.
Nah, Chris Brown even said chill.
Yeah, for
No, I
real.
said he's the
Chris
closest.
I,
I'm
I
not saying
understand.
he.
Chris
Yeah,
Brown said
it's a
chill.
big gap.
I
It's
It's
a
a
huge
level.
gap.
level. It levels.
Yeah,
And
it's
even Chris Brown
huge
was like,
gap.
nah,
But
dog.
he's still the closest. Nobody else is getting
You know
that
what?
close to him.
Fun fact, after Chris Brown had got, done with the scenario with Rihanna and he was out off the map for a while, he had that MTV performance when he was performing with over Mike Jack,
Man, that
and
mess
he
is
starts
crazy.
crying in front of everybody and he gives the sad story. So after that moment, he propelled his career back into the limelight, but it was off the shoulders of Mike Jack.
Yeah, even when
Yes.
he did that performance that year in Vegas, where he was jumping from table to table to table to table and danced for 15 minutes straight, singing and dancing.
He was killing
Chris
it.
Brown, that was when he got like everybody was like, "Nah, this dude is different." Like
He's definitely
I don't
nice.
want to. You could. I don't remember who performed after Chris Brown performed at that
I don't
venue.
remember either.
Yeah.
And
Exactly,
I
and
know
he
the
was
award
not
show
the
you're talking
headliner.
about.
He was not the headliner. It was that 2005, 6 VMAs,
Something
probably
like that.
6. He crushed it, and that's when people was like, "Okay, this dude might be the next Michael Jackson," and then they knocked his ass.
They
He
did.
was.
Fast, not
I'm not
slow.
getting into that.
It's okay.
But the point is, he's the closest, and
Yeah.
he's still
Absolutely.
light years away, and he's
Keep
the
going, fellas. Be
closest.
right back. Keep going.
He's the
Yeah, I
closest.
mean, I think so too, to be honest with you. I think that when
I
it
can't
comes
name you.
to music, he would be the guy.
See, here's the thing too. I can't tell you a classic Chris Brown album that I can go cover to cover on.
I mean,
Come
it
on,
might not be for
that.
us, right? Like,
But
you
you
know,
might be right. He had
yeah.
the what was the one he had that was fire? It had the songs from 12 play on song like 12 play on it, him and Trey Songz. You got me bumping and crying. Tell me, yeah, it went in on that one. That was they,
I
yeah. He
mean,
had a
but
bunch of songs
he's good to give you
on
some
that one.
tracks, man. You
He
know what I
got some
mean? He's good
tracks,
to give you
yes.
some real hard bumpers. And I'm not mad at that because, it's hard to put together a complete album, but not to mention a lot of his albums, are got like 20 something songs on them.
Yes,
So
he
the
put a lot
longer
of
the
stuff.
amount, the longer the track list, sometimes depending upon scenarios, the less likely the less likely it is to get it cover to cover. Listening to 20 songs of one person straight,
Yeah.
it's
X.
difficult.
That might be his best
X
one.
X was a good one. That he had
That
Fine
might be
China
his
on that
best one.
joint.
Fine China was on that one.
Yeah,
He had what else was
the
on here? New
the dr-
Flame. He had Loyal,
did he have the drink? What's the name of that joint? That joint was fire too.
Drunk Texan.
Drunk, is it Drunk Texan?
He had More Love with Nicki Minaj. Yeah, this one probably was his best one. Chris Brown's
Chris
best
Brown's
album
best album is X. He
was
thinks.
X, I
I
would
don't
say.
know. I'm not as versed as I should be, so I'm not going.
But that was the one that I was liked a lot. That was
Hold on,
probably
which
his
one?
best
What
song.
was the one? What was that? The Transformia?
No,
Nah, that was more Fine China.
China, songs from 12 Play, New Flame,
Yeah, no,
Loyal.
that was the one. That was
That
the
w
one. I
that
had
might have
that.
been his
That was
one.
the one with the Akon. It was him and
Yes.
Akon had a song. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Listen,
M
listen,
Trey
Steve,
song, that was
Steve.
fire. That was a
That
fire
was the
album.
one.
That
I
might
mean,
be his
that's
best album.
me musically. For me, that was it.
Yeah,
Sonically, the way it sounded, it was, it had everything. It
it
had
did have
everything.
everything.
It was in a pocket of like R&B that was just
Uh,
like he wrote.
Street ballads, it had
It was
everything.
West Coast, East Coast. Like he the way he blended it. Yeah, he had it
Yeah,
on that one. That was the
that was
one.
the shit. Yeah,
Yeah, because I
that
remember
was
that
probably
song he had. He had a couple of tracks on there, and I remember I was like, "Oh yeah." And but his most commercial, his overall best one probably is the most produced of that Fame, was it Fame Forever, that song Forever and all that song where I
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah. That's a
yeah,
track.
Fame, yes, Fame was another one. That might be number 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
Deuces, Look at Me Now, She Ain't You, fire.
yeah, She Ain't You was
Um,
fire.
yeah, 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 3
Oh yeah, that
times
was crazy. He had a
was
couple
on
like
there.
people were doing they were doing like challenges off of some of his music more recently where everybody was like doing the same dance that he was doing in the video. Oh man, I
Yeah,
think it was She
yeah,
and
it
You. I
was
think it was She and You.
And You was a serious track.
That was. I mean,
that
he's
album.
great. He's great. He's a beast. I definitely respect him. But what's next on the agenda, fellas?
We might be on Mike Jack tonight, man.
Yeah,
It might be all
let's
Mike
do it
Jack
then. If we going
episode.
that
We
way,
might
we
have
going
to
that
do
way.
it
So
because we was talking about it last night or 2 nights ago in the group chat, and I have to bring it to the stage. Who's the best Michael Jackson impersonator?
I ain't got
Because
the
it
answer.
ain't Fabio Jackson. I'm just gonna he's
No,
disqualified.
no, Fabio. Did I show y'all
Instantly
the Fabio
disqualified.
trying to meet
He tried to
Jafar?
say he said Mike Jackson ain't
That's the one I posted
white
before,
or
Steve.
ain't
Remember
black.
we were talking about,
Yeah, I
we
remember
had
I
the
that.
saw him
video.
meet
Yeah,
Jafar, and Jafar
Yeah,
was looking at him like he was crazy.
yeah. Matter of fact, I don't think Steve seen it. Let me pull this
Which
up, man.
I
This
don't
Steve.
know. I didn't see it. I mean, I don't really care for the impersonators. Not a big
yo,
impersonator guy.
I
Nah.
understand,
You
but
ain't
I
him.
mean, it's a couple of dudes out there that they're all right. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not
I
gonna sit
mean,
here and they not.
I mean,
They're
that's
if
their
Mike
whole
is a
life
10,
too, man. That's their
I
whole
yeah, if
know,
Mike
life.
is
I
a
know.
10, Cats is like a 5, 6. They're entertaining. Would I go pay $150 to see them perform? I'm not saying that's their price, but I'm saying, would I pay $150 to see them perform? No. Would I pay 100? No. Would I pay 50? Yes. I would pay
Okay.
$50
I mean,
to see them
I'm
perform.
not again the Elvis impersonators,
You
the
give me
Bruce
some
Lee
drinks.
impersonators.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Give me some
saying?
drinks,
Like,
buddy. Good night.
it's just weird, right? Like you can't like I was talking to my dad about Mike Jack, right? So my dad has his feelings, but you know, he's from a different era. And when he sees Mike Jack, all he can see is James Brown, right? So
Yes.
I remember
Yes.
I remember
He
my
gives love to James though. Like James is
all
Yes.
just
loves the
Still,
James, all loves the James.
yeah.
But he says, he took James Brown's style and he said James Brown is in his eyes, the greatest performer of all
greatest
time
entertainer.
is James, right?
But I mean,
I
that's
James took
not.
remember
his swag from somebody. I don't remember the guy's name because that's way before my time.
Jackie Wilson. Is it Jackie Wilson? It was
Jackie
one of the.
Wilson might have been Jackie Wilson because
It
my
was one of the.
grandmother
It,
talked about
yeah, I
talked
mean,
about.
come on, dog.
Yeah,
The
I
tap
think it was
shoes.
Jackie Wilson.
The
Yeah,
tap
it
shoes,
was
dog.
Jackie
Because
Wilson.
yeah,
Yeah,
Mike even saw Jack Wilson when he was a baby. He was like,
yeah, I think
yeah,
it was
Wilson,
Jackie
dog.
Wilson.
yeah. So I mean, my
What
dad
was
and
Jackie
my
Wilson?
older brother had gotten to like a verbal debate about,
I bet he
who was
did.
the better. And my dad was like, yo, I ain't trying to hear what you're trying to say. So there's a group of people that can say the same thing about,
Yeah,
about Chris and we speaking about Mike, right? So,
it's true.
I
It's
say, go ahead.
I was just saying it's hard to say who's better when you didn't see them all.
Exactly.
I mean, yes, we saw James Brown, but we saw old man James Brown. James Brown was in his 50s, 60s, 70s
Yeah, but he was
when he
still
was running
moving
around
though,
saying he
dog.
was still moving. I'm
He
not
was out
Living
hating
here
in
on
looking
James
America.
Brown
Living
at all.
crazy.
in
Yep.
America. Yeah, he was out there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Give me that money.
Give me that. Yeah. ad-libs, he might
Cleveland,
be up there with
Ohio,
one of the
New York,
greatest
Baltimore.
ad-lib
Just name the
bands.
black city. Kansas City, Houston, Atlanta. And
Yeah,
the
he was
band was
out there
just
getting
getting it. Just
yeah,
name
his
all the
band, not
black
to
safe
mention
states. Los Angeles, Oakland. Black
not
live
to
here. This is
mention
what he told you.
the
St.
JBs.
Louis,
The
Detroit.
JBs, his band was like one of the baddest bands out, man.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he used to like when they was, you know, they mess up a chord or something like that, he would duck their pay in the middle of the concert.
Yep.
You hear him, you turn around, look at somebody, give them the head nod, get back to busy, and let them know, yo, you just got a little some money tonight because you missed that chord.
And he had the crazy hype man.
Yo,
Macy, what? He probably was the first person with a hype man.
so
Come
James
out
is
with
one of them
so.
guys too, you know. James is one of them guys too. He's just
Yo, he has some shit. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
hold
he
you.
had
James
all
Brown.
dog.
his
Pay the
band was
cost to
playing
be the
behind him.
boss.
Pays the
Pay the
cost
cost
to be the boss. He
boss.
couldn't sing a lick, but it was the power behind his energy and what he was saying that
Man's
made what
World.
he said powerful.
Yeah.
You know,
He kept Boston from burning. He should let it burn.
he had that power, man. It was a different time.
He was saying should let it burn.
Different
They
time.
was gonna go over that bridge, and they all went home to watch James Brown perform on live TV in Boston. He should have told them. He should have told them racist liberals no. Your city deserves to burn. Y'all slave traders. So they got pot. That's how they all got rich. I don't give a fuck. Steve will tell you a story. See, this is my dude right here.
Okay,
He's on my list. He's up here. Dimitri Reeves up here.
So Justice Dimitri Reeves, one of the top MJ performers. Let's check him out.
He is, man. Watch this slide.
In the bathrobe.
Come on now. Come on
Dusty.
now. Come on now.
Killing the pavement right now.
On the pavement. Come on now.
That was smooth.
Wait a minute.
The stop. When he stopped and did the head nod on beat, that was real deal, man.
Yeah, he's no
Head
joke.
nod on beat. That was tough.
He's up there.
That was impressive.
Yeah,
that was
here. It caught me off guard because I just seen it is like I'm like, is he in the hoods? Like he in the street?
He'd be going in the hood.
He wasn't even.
He'd be on the street corner performing,
dancing the mic. He was just out there dancing.
And this is my guy, Trapson. Michael Trapson.
Yeah, Michael Trapson.
Neverland Dungeon. That's the name of the song. I'm a fan. I'm serious. I know this dude.
I'm the king of the pop pop. You know, girls get it like that. I might pull up in the drop top with the Draco.
Come on.
Yeah, watch how I swing up the beat. Yeah, watch how I turn up the street. Come get your girl, she on me. Heal the world for your girl. I love that chick on the curb. Relax her all up in my curl. Dripping down to my little fur. But I go kill it tonight. Yeah, sipping that lean in my Sprite. Yeah, I live a hell of a life. Yeah, way too much money tonight. Yeah, I am the man in the mirror. She want the man in the mirror. She tryna get in my ear. I look at that shit like she weird. Billie Jean, get off my stage. You cannot come on my way. Aviators on my face. Get that chick out of my face. I am the king in this place. Never let go to be hot. Look at my glove, it's so lit. Look at my squad, so lit. Please do not mess up my vibe, yeah. You don't want no smoke. That is like playing with.
Yo, that was a hit. It was a viral hit back in 2017. His whole spin, this is why I fuck with him. He is Michael Jackson from the Victory Tour if Michael Jackson was alive in 2016, 2017 when trap music was popping. So his take, that's his interpretation of who Michael Jackson would be in a modern era, which is why I respect it, because he makes original songs based off Michael Jackson says, and it come out like that. Nick on Good Morning Philadelphia the other day, moonwalking, had the freaking co-star chick dripping down her leg, like the real Mike. That dude is the truth, man. I with him. $50, I go see him. $50, I go see Dimitri Reeves. Come to Jersey, New York, Connecticut. I got $50 for y'all each. Let's go. Let's get it popping. I'm trying to support the acts, bro. I'm not trying to make people rich. I just want to. I respect what you do. I'd pay to see you. I'm just saying, I'm a fan. I don't come on here and say I'm a fan of too many people. So
yeah, that's
these dudes is doing some work.
You know, they definitely out here holding it down, man. Dance Moves was tough, and I was intrigued by
The
the
lyrics.
droppage of the Mike Jackson lines in the middle of the middle of the
That's what I'm
verses.
saying, man.
It's
The
kinda
the
cool.
homage is there. You know, he ain't swagger jacking completely, 98%, but you know, it
I
works for
mean,
him.
but
He been getting interviewed for over 10 years doing that.
Yeah.
He from Youngstown, Ohio. So he from the hood. Like,
apparently that's why he
yeah,
rapping.
get
You
it out
know,
the mud, man.
that's how they be, man. That's gotta see him.
We got
So-
one more.
One more entry. Who's the Mo's entry? I don't like
Now
this makeup.
this man stays booked and busy. He just shut down ATL. He just shut down ATL strip club joint. Yo, the ladies be getting him to go out there impersonate, dog. He was on Sexy Reds. He was on the stage with Sexy Red. He has this MJ slide that MJ never did.
That's what I'm saying.
But MJ never did it. But for some strange reason,
It worked for him.
it works, though. I don't get it. So let me introduce y'all.
Rico?
Yeah, this is Rico Jackson. This is Rico Jackson. Steve
Yo,
Face
it's
is
you know you an icon when people can do a whole episode about you and have a segment about your impersonators.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mike Jackson. No, sorry. Shout out to Joe Jackson. You might be the greatest father of all goddamn time, sir.
That's an
Man.
interesting thing, though. I mean, to think about.
Look how successful his son is.
Hold on, Justin. We'll get into
All
that
right,
in a
we're
second.
gonna have to go back to it. But yeah,
What
I
is
need to. I
happening
don't
here?
even want an MJ shirt. I need the Joe Jackson shirt.
We need to talk about that Joe Jackson.
All right,
Traumatize that man.
Okay, let's. Speaking of traumatized,
Exactly.
let's go to this.
What the fuck? Shoot my leg. What's going on here? Leave that lady alone. She's telling me no. This is madness.
They love it.
How old is that lady? Man.
She's feeling it.
He's definitely got some knee pads on, doesn't he? He has to.
He better.
Yeah, he got some. He got some hockey knee pads on.
He has to. Yes. Thorough knee pads.
He said he got some hockey.
Knee pads is all types of beauty. So that's the Michael slide.
Yeah.
That's the Mike slide.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the
So
Rico
he said,
Jackson.
well, I mean, he got a signature move. That's what I mean.
He got his own signature move that Mike never did, but that's why they
Scratching up
get
some knee
Rico.
pads.
And he goes to the ladies, he gazes in their eyes, dog, and they just go crazy.
They
go
like it, though.
crazy.
Dude out there scratching up some knee pads, huh?
But he be going to the old
His
folks'
knee
homes
pad
and
doesn't
all
gotta
that.
be fucking
He be going to the
through the
old
roof.
folks' homes and all that performing.
You know what? Good for him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good
he's
for
He's
him.
bringing joy to people.
he's
he's
all
bringing
over the
joy to
country,
people.
dog.
Yes.
Like he's
bringing
booked
joy
and
to people.
busy.
I don't like the makeup.
Makeup is horrible.
So
I don't
back
like
to
the
your
makeup.
Joe Jackson. Not Joe
Joe
Johnson.
Jackson's
Sorry,
greatest
Joe.
daddy
getter.
of all time.
Bucket
Yeah,
getter.
Joe Johnson, bucket getter.
Yeah.
Ain't talking about you, dog. Sorry to put you
Joe
in that.
Jackson ain't too far off. I mean, how many kids he had? How many of them was famous and had hits? I'm just saying.
Is Joe Jackson one of the greatest, the greatest manager fathers of all time?
Yes. Yes.
No, I'm
Who
not.
was
I
better?
mean, who's
Who
better?
was better?
You can't say
For
the
their
barge.
child?
You can't say the barge. They
Yeah,
got a lot of
can't say the
kids.
barge.
We just
Yeah,
talking
you can't
music.
say that. Yeah, we
You
talking
can't
about
say,
music.
You can say the Williams sisters, Dad.
Nah, we talking about the music. We ain't talking
I
about
ain't talking
it.
about the music.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's different.
All right.
But yeah, the Williams sisters, we would have to go with them.
Yeah, they
you
would
ask
have to.
me.
Yeah,
No,
they
no,
could
we
be.
have to
yeah.
go. We have to go with Big Baller, Triple B's.
LeVar.
Yeah,
I'm not mad
LeVar
at
Ball.
LeVar.
LeVar
Not mad at
Ball's up
LeVar.
there. I'm not gonna lie.
He's the one that
he's on
changed the
list.
whole NBA.
He's on the
He
list.
did it. He did it. They
He's the one.
they muzzled him too. As soon as they
LeVar
got the
Ball.
opportunity, they put the muzzle on
LeVar
him.
Ball is the reason why college is messed up now. LeVar Ball is the one that created, honestly, the NIL before they had the NIL deal.
Cause
This
he
is
was
why
getting
all
them
these
dudes
people
to go to
going
his
back
league.
and they like 40 years old playing basketball in college. It's because of LeVar Ball. He's the one that did it because he was bringing people away from college and start to play on his
He was
teams.
paying, what is he paying? $75,000 a year
To have his
to
own
play on
league.
his league, and they was only playing like 13 games. 75 times divided by 13, it's a hell of a lot more money than I make for 13 anything.
Melo
So
Ball didn't play college. Melo Ball didn't even play college. He said, F that. Went
yeah,
overseas
he went over
and they
to
started
where
doing
they
his
went,
own thing.
Bratislava, some wild shit. Where was
They
that?
had to, yeah, he was
Yugoslavia.
somewhere
Yeah, I
like
don't even
that.
remember where they was at. But he was out there making them grown ass men look like little boys, though.
Yeah, he
He was
was.
16.
But back to
Jello,
Joe,
all he had to do was not steal them glasses,
and
bro.
it just ruined him. That was a
Yeah,
very
that's
sad
it.
scenario.
Yeah, it didn't have nothing to do with his game. It had nothing to do with
No.
his game.
I think he would have he might have transitioned and been really well because he had
That dude, he could
he had a
shoot.
post game. He was
Yeah, that boy,
bigger,
he had a
bigger dude.
body.
Yeah,
If he was
you know,
6'7",
yeah.
it'd have been over. I mean, and lucky he wasn't 6'8", 6'7".
You heard about LaMelo, what he did recently.
What did he do? Run the car, right?
Yeah, man, he had this big ass Hummer and he was in downtown Charlotte, so everybody seen it. And he
Goofy.
hit a car and then he hit a telephone pole and his big
Kept
ass
it moving.
rim rolled away. He didn't keep it moving because they was on him too fast. They pulled him out the truck.
Oh, they did.
And he got arrested in front of everybody, though. You, the fucking franchise, what are you doing?
thank God
In
nobody
case I
got hurt.
got everything and I don't realize I got everything type of situation. It happens to the best of us, so I ain't gonna hate on the man.
He came back. He paid he had a lady, paid her off or whatever, and kept it moving.
Yeah.
But Joe
ruled
his household with like an iron fist, and
you want greatness, you gotta instill fear. I'm sorry.
He definitely, what they say, pressure makes diamonds, right? He definitely made
Bust pipes and make diamonds, and this house did not leak.
Because Janet and Mike, on their solo entities, and that has something to do with the movie as well. So I'm looking forward to hearing when you guys watch it because he was riding the coattails of Mike until Mike broke away and did his own thing. So, and he was going to do that shit.
I saw the movie.
Yeah, he was going to do that shit forever.
Made that man literally.
Mike had to get away from that, man. He can't be out here in these streets scared. You know what I mean? That getting hit with that belt is real deal. You ain't never have it happen.
I watched it. What's his name? I
Yeah,
watched it. What's his
it's not
name?
fun.
Looked like he caught a lot of those. So,
But I watched the Michael Jackson on Broadway.
Oh yeah.
And let me tell you something about that. That is actually good. So if you watch this movie, then you watch the and if you watch the Broadway show, the Broadway show is about just about his bad tour.
Okay.
It's just about his bad tour. So the way this ended would have been really well to see that movie, that Broadway show.
The spoiler alert for people that haven't seen it. It ends in 1988. So, that's when Bad started up.
Yeah.
And it was pretty dope. So I have to see that play. It'd be dope.
That Broadway show is no joke. Why did I bring it up? Because because of Joe Jackson. What Joe did to him, he was relentless on the dancers and everybody there. And he kept showing Shaw his childhood, how he had to keep dancing, how they had to keep moving and keep moving. And he was like, go again. And they're telling everybody going in. They're like, Mike, people are tired. He's like, guys. Like, he couldn't understand it.
Yeah, he had no other choice.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't understand it because rinse and repeat. Because he knew what it took to make something to be great.
Yes. And it's because of his daddy.
And actually, Justin, you haven't even seen the movie yet, and you're hitting a lot of points.
It's
You hitting
true.
a lot
I
of
saw
points.
I saw Dream back in the day. I saw that.
Yeah. And
it was a running joke when we was kids about Joe Jackson.
It's a sacrifice. It took sacrifice. And Mike was looking outside, looking at the kids play. Nah, dog.
Get your ass out that window. Get in that basement.
It's time to perform, dog.
Hands.
You want to be here with all the rest of these people in Gary, Indiana, working at the still.
That's what I'm saying. And by the time Michael Jackson would have been of age to work at that steel mill, that shit closed down. I seen Gary, Indiana, 1990. Gary, Indiana is not a place you want to be when ain't no steel mill there. All the people who was there, I have family that lived in Gary, and they all had houses or whatever. They worked at the steel mill, but the steel mills were closing down, and most of them had retired. They were like my grandfather's age. They were like his cousins and stuff like that, and they were retiring. But they all had the big Cadillacs, and they all had, the nice cars. But when you went out at night in Gary, it's like that movie, oh geez, the original Gangsters, that was in Gary.
Wow.
That shit
Wow.
was true. That shit was true. That was based on true like, you would driving down the street, and they'd have all the old steel mill factories, and you see all the D-boys out there with all the girls and all, like, the Cutlass Supremes and Dunks and Impalas and the old school Cadillacs with the big rims, candy painted out. These niggas had they had we hot on you. They had the hair was laid flat and shit like that, and the Jerry curls. I seen it in real life. Gary, Indiana is no joke. That is not a place you would want your kids to be raised if they could sing and dance. I don't give a fuck, man. Ask Freddie Gibbs. He's from
Yeah,
Gary, Indiana. He was in the
he
movie, I
is.
heard.
I don't think he
Us?
was. Maybe he
Yeah,
was.
Freddie Gibbs in the movie.
What's
I gotta
up?
check it.
Let me see that. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
man. So,
guess if you look at it from that
greatest
perspective,
impersonator.
but think about the trauma that Mike carried all throughout his life because of that, man.
I mean, he didn't
I
get
think
into
because Joe didn't know how to chill, though, y'all. Joe didn't know how
no,
to
he
chill
knew
either.
Yeah, overly
He
Joe was
kept
transparent
Joe
is
going.
was a
He
tough.
street
kept
dude who had
going.
a family who had to go work in the factory. So he knew what the life of the streets of Gary was gonna lead his sons to. And I don't fault any man who knows what the streets will do to his black sons in this country for being hard on them. Because if you ain't hard on them, these motherfuckers gonna put them in some type of a box, and it's either in the ground or it's upstate. Those are the only two options with the boxes, or you play, or they gonna have you in a box in some type of sport. Those are the three options when you come for some of these neighborhoods.
Yep. And that gets you the opportunity to then walk on stage when you shouldn't have, when they're dancing as adults and Mike pushing you off saying, get the off the stage. So I mean, yeah.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
He
Yeah,
was
the
like
man,
tired, man.
the
He was
man been
tired.
I have a son, you know what I'm saying, and I want to push him to be great, but I do not want to push him to hate me when he's an adult, and that's
hey,
what he did for between him and his kids, and that's
I'm
scenario. You know,
put it to you like
there was a
this:
point in that
hate
movie
me in your
when he got
mansion.
burned on the top of his
Yeah,
head, and
yeah.
he said,
Sad, dog.
he said,
It was sad.
when will he be able to get back on the stage? Not even caring about
Yeah, yeah.
the fact that his child was in there. That
He
is
was not.
not it.
That's when he
He
got the
was.
pain pill habit.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
they
From
showed it.
that's Pepsi's fault. So
He
in
want nothing to
reality,
do with
Joe
Pepsi.
Jackson didn't kill Mike. Pepsi killed Michael Jackson. I said it.
I ain't mad at you.
Well, that
They
whole
did.
mess
Yo,
was crazy because he wanted that
man.
money bad for that Jackson 5.
That
And
tour. And that
can't-
took away the Thriller. Took away the Thriller tour because he was doing a Triumph
did.
tour with his brothers.
It
And
was a
that's why
bad timing.
when
It was
he
bad
announced it,
timing.
yeah, it was. He announced it, that live announcement when he was like, "This is our last tour." You know, that was nobody knew that shit but him that night.
You see
And
that face? You
shook
see
them
their
up.
faces?
Dance
Yep.
Machine, hard tracks. They had hard tracks.
Yeah, they was beast.
I'm just saying, man.
Oh
I'm
no,
just
Jackson
saying.
5, even that Heartbreak Hotel was fire too.
Heartbreak
People gotta
Hotel is
check
my
it.
shit.
The
I got
older
that.
stuff.
I got that
The
album.
whole
The
that Heartbreak
album as a
Hotel.
whole was not good. Heartbreak Hotel
Man.
was great.
Oh no, the album as a whole was like
That's some
janky.
great music.
Yeah, I
But
had
man.
the
it
whole
was
album on vinyl.
But you gotta check their Jackson 5
Great music.
songs, go into the
Mhm.
albums and listen.
Their
They
B-list
had
stuff.
some.
Yo,
Their
Yes,
B-list
they had
Jackson
some
5
serious things.
Christmas is the gold standard for my Christmas since I probably was 5 years old. Like,
R&B
I
Christmas
get
albums.
upset in my home when I'm like, y'all playing Christmas music, y'all ain't playing Jackson 5. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing here? Like, you want me to feel like Christmas? Put that Jackson 5 Christmas album on. I
it
will cook
is.
all the food in the house. I will wrap every gift in the house. You know, I will read books. I'll go to every church event you want me to. Just play that Jackson 5. I'll get in the Christmas spirit real fast. Come on. I saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. I didn't even know other people covered that song ever. I thought that was a
Oh yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
Jackson
Me
5
too.
original.
Me
Whenever
too.
I
I
hear
thought it
other
was the
people sing that, I
original.
was like, it, it was like, you know, Michael Jackson didn't sing that first. He the only one who sang it right.
Yeah. Perfect pitch.
He's
Killing
the
it.
only one
Yeah,
to
it's a
right.
lot of songs he sang, and it's
Yeah.
just like he the only
He
one
was
who
a
sang this
beast.
right. Yeah. No, tear them off. I'm about to log
Fellas,
off. You about to lose me on the
fellas,
show. I'm about
I
to
wanna
quit.
know, I wanna know, I wanna
We get
know
into that after this.
would you do this
No,
for $6
no.
to $10 million?
This how much he make?
Oh my God! Look at this chicken! A mountain of chicken! You know what time it is! I got
Would
my
not.
big fork handy! So I'm buying!
I don't even know if I can look at it anymore.
Look at
It's gonna make me not want to eat chicken. Cut this off, Paul.
You
Can't
know,
even look at this shit.
buck dancing ass. Man.
You know,
All
on that note,
all kin folks ain't your skin folk. All
yo,
skin folks ain't your kin folk.
you know what? Here's how I'm gonna end my evening. You know,
Hold on, I'm
Hey,
sending you
Steve,
something, Mo.
but Steve,
I'm sending
you
you
made
something
like
real fast. I'm sending you something. You gotta throw it up on the screen because this is how we all feel. When you check your phone and throw it up there, because this is how I feel whenever I
he's
see this man.
disgusted. He's disgusted.
It pisses me off, man.
I can't.
It pisses me off.
I can't do certain
Yo,
things. You
pisses me
know,
off.
and
Y'all
I
can't do that for money?
You got it. Put it up there. Throw it up there.
I wouldn't
This
do
is
that for
how I
money,
feel
man. I
about
have
this
real
dude.
problems with that type of stuff, man. Can't.
Oh,
I
so
don't even
Yo.
mess with Keenan and Kel because of the orange.
The orange soda.
I do. Oh, that's just
Yeah, I
ignorant.
nah,
remember
that's
that.
bad.
Pure
I
unadulterated
didn't
ignorance.
realize when I was a kid, I didn't realize the stereotypes. My uncle's like, you know, they say all black people love fried chicken and orange soda.
Soda.
And I looked at my uncle, I was like, I thought it was grape. He was like, that one too.
Both of them, orange and grape soda, and watermelon, man. Watermelon. I don't even get down on watermelon like that, dog. I
Yo,
can't
watermelon, you know why they hated on us for they put
because
that
we
stereotype against
utilized it. We
watermelon?
made it a thing.
Yeah, we was making money off of it in places like Tulsa and all these farming communities. They start saying, oh, you know, they start making it a negative connotation about black people about it because dudes was becoming millionaires selling watermelons.
Yeah,
That's why they went and burned down Tulsa and all of that type of stuff. They was killing it with the farming. That's why ain't no black
Oh,
farmers
yeah.
today.
Yeah, they did. No, they did.
You
That's
got
true.
it up, Mo? Because this is how I feel.
Nah. Because I don't know when the hell you get that because that mess ain't even coming on my.
What? It didn't come. My phone be on the.
Nah. It's just it must have been from way back because somehow, some way, it's not even on my
Yeah, I just sent it and it didn't come through. All right. See, that's
No,
why
I
my
know,
phone is
but
compromised.
I put it on my save list, and I don't know where it would be because it should be right on my new stuff, but it's not. It's weird.
Don't worry about it. But yeah, he is definitely. Look, I'm gonna put it to you this way. This is what happens when you have people move to a country and they look a certain way and they refuse to learn the history about the people who were there before they got there. And they don't realize that the shenanigans they're doing were done 100 years ago to keep the same people that look just like them down and in a place of servitude and to be frowned upon. And you just come over here because I know he's from Nigerian descent or
Is his
whatever. He
big
probably
groove,
probably first generation. He used to be the grooving gorilla.
the grooving gorilla.
Yes, and
Now he's
freaking
called Big Groove.
yeah, Snoop and a whole bunch of other freaking people pulled him to the side and was like, you can't be walking around here dancing, talking about you the grooving gorilla. Like, what's wrong with you? But again, don't know the history of the country you live in, making money. And people, you know, Cardi B was like a few years ago, oh, why people hating on him? He getting money. You can't get money as a black man eating fried chicken. I
Man,
Fuck,
apparently
looked
you
at
can.
I looked at the Sanders funny last year. They had the fucking KFC commercials. Like, what are these doing? And I fuck with the Sanders. Dion and Shador, they had the KFC commercial.
And the
Mary J.
thing
This
is,
Blige
though,
just did the thing and said how she's still mad about her
oh, yeah,
commercial from 2012 where she was singing to BK about the fried chicken.
he goes to different food places, Steve, and
I know.
yeah. So this is
He's
the
the
thing.
worst.
Y'all may like this one though. On this
King
note, y'all may
Coon.
like this
King
one.
Coon.
Is it
Y'all
him
may like
again?
this one. Yeah, y'all may like Big
This-
Groove on this one. He changed his game up a little.
Look at his face. I already no. I don't want to.
That mouth
I
is
can't even get
ridiculous.
past this.
Fucking
Listen,
mouth is
just
ridiculous.
give it a chance.
Uh.
Just listen.
This is ridiculous.
You do this to me.
You know
You
what?
just took 4 years off my life.
You know what?
In the show, Steve.
Shout outs to the fact that I guess he's making money. That
Bad.
being said,
That's the biggest coon I've seen in a long time. And I laugh at a lot of these Republican ass coons or whatever. I watch a lot of that stuff. They don't coon as hard as that goes. Wow.
yo, thank you for
That
tuning in to
hurt my soul.
Everybody Has a Mic podcast, episode 29, season 2. People, we are on the road to 100. Shouts out to the fact that we're trying to stay as consistent as possible. Please do us a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment. You got something to say, we got something to say too. Everybody Has a Mic. It's your boy Stevie B, it's my man JT Malone, aka the East Coast legend, and MONEY, Mo Money. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Motivate You. We on the move. Only thing I want to ask people to do is live in the ambiance of your dopeness. Be safe until the next time. Peace.
And keep your relationships off of social media. I ain't get to it today. I'm gonna leave it alone. Keep your relationships off of social
Talking to
media.
Meg Thee Stallion. That's
Somebody
I
asked
could
me to
drop.
bring that up today. And I was like, I ain't even gonna do
I'm
it.
good.
I'm
This
straight.
Clay Thompson ain't did nothing wrong. End on that.
No, hold on. Wait.
Wait,
Before we
hold
end
on,
on this
Mo.
note, you said something really beautiful. I think it's appropriate. I just think it's appropriate. Hold on. I think because the Grooving Gorilla was really rough. Let's just give it.
That was bad.
That
That's
okay.
the
Let
most
me.
coonery
Let's
I've
let's
ever seen.
let's leave on this note.
That's Uncle Ruckus level. He don't even realize that's the part.
Uncle Ruckus would be looking at that on TV, talking, look at this big baboon. Yeah, he would be talking crazy.
He be tearing them up,
But
dog.
shouts out to Boondocks, man.
Greasy faced, sucking up all the white man's air.
Look at him eating up that fried chicken. And all they care about is chicken, these corn-fed bread. Yeah, he would talk crazy.
Yes. We gotta get that dude on the show to talk like Ruckus on about Grooving Gorilla. We blow up.
So, y'all, this is 48 hours after her ranting on about Klay Thompson. We're going to leave it on this note. We're going to let Vic Cole speak on it.
And just like that, she's back in her natural
This dude
habitat.
is
It didn't
hilarious.
even take 2 days, and she's back at the club drinking shots out of some whore's tits. That is your modern woman. Women move on very, very fast. She is back doing what she does best, being a whore. So if you expected anything better, then you're dumb.
Please be safe until the next time.